I've had a pretty terrible day at work today. So it's only fitting that going to one of my favourites, if not my favourite. Well, not my favourite, but one of them. I picked up quite a few other things today, actually. Well, okay, so welcome to Beer 4 of 12 Years of Cravsmas. This is called Skoll. It's Viking sign on. That's all you need to know. That's all you ever need to know is if it's got a Viking sign on, it works. And also, it's very difficult to find a percentage on this. 6. So this is a 6 out of 10. So it's already decided. I don't actually even have to have, but I tell you, after the day I've had today, then maybe it is time. So yeah, okay, I showed off the cat. This might be a shorter one than usual. So I'm just thinking that this is getting less and less parody or meme the longer it goes. I guess the really, really long pause is a meme in itself. Look, I'm trying, okay? Right, you see, okay, so the ones I do like, I can, I mean, that's not to say I don't like the others, but yeah. I never thought I'd be doing anything for social media like this. I detest social media, and I love how I'm posting this on social media, and I detest it. It is not that great, really. But yeah, this is great. This is perfection. So, once we let the head go down a little bit, because that was a good pour, but it could have been better. We don't care about the pour, let's be honest. So we need to talk about some French culture, I guess. And well, actually no, I don't really have anything else to share, I guess, except maybe I'll talk about when I went to Paris this year, and my initial thoughts. So this will not be education on French culture. This will be education on if you go to Paris, things you need to watch out for. So first things first, everything's more expensive than you thought. By the way, tomorrow's beer is the cheapest I could find. It cost €1. So that is probably not gonna rank that highly, but value for money, it might be good. Anyway, so I went to Paris this year. So trains in France are incredibly reliable and incredibly quick. It would take us three hours to get to Paris by car, give or take, and it took us an hour 15 on the train. It took us longer waiting for the train and then like finding the metro than it took us on the actual train itself. That's a TG for you. But then the instant we came off the train in Paris, and pretty sure anyone in Paris will know this, anyone in France knows this, like, first thing you do, if you got a rucksack, you put it on your front. You wear your rucksack on the front, because the amount of pickpockets in Paris is ridiculous. There are there's a lot of dodgy people there, especially in the metro. Yeah, just be careful. And people don't really have time for anything in Paris. They've always got somewhere to go, somewhere to go, and some time to get there by. They tend to have quite a few arguments, and yeah. We actually walked down a street, and just randomly, like two shoulders brushed, and that started a full-blown argument between two people, each calling each other idiots. One of them like asking, "Do you use your eyes?" and another one using a profanity, which I will not repeat here. Probably the other one responding in kind as well, because I don't know what causes it. No one does. It might be something in the water, but it might also be that they don't have enough of this. Let's see it. Okay, so here's the thing. There's a rule that you don't chug a beer that you like. You chug one that's crap. This is one of my favourites. And I'll tell you what, it is by far my favourite to chug as well, because I'd rather chug something good than something shit. And at the end of a hard day, one that's cold as well, you know. Not gonna do the full chug though. Yet. So, actually, when we went to Paris, we were going there for a concert, the Pet Shop Boys, and it's the best concert I've ever been to. The concert hall was amazing. That is something France does incredibly well, and it is so underrated. Is spectacles. Watch the Olympic Games opening ceremony next year. I guarantee you it's going to be pretty damn good. Hopefully that's not going to age badly. Well, they're taking risks by having it on the river rather than in the stadium. But yeah, this is something that France do fantastically with spectacles. I'd say the next one I'll talk about spectacles. Maybe I'll do one in a little bit. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, we went. We didn't have time to go to the Eiffel Tower, unfortunately. We did see it from the train. But we did go to the Arc de Triomphe, and it is so surreal. We actually walked. We walked along the Champs-Élysées, which is a big road before the Eiffel Tower. That's the one where all the big shops are. It looks completely different than on TV. I can tell you. Like, when you're there, it's so different. It's cobble. I never knew it was cobble. So then we got to the Arc de Triomphe, and the big roundabout, like the 14 or something or other lane roundabout. Yeah, we walked on that because traffic was stopped for a parade that apparently happens at 6 o'clock every single day. Traffic is stopped for a parade. I think it's like I think it's like a memorial thing. I never knew that. I never knew. 6 o'clock every single day it stops. Every day. Crazy. Even in winter. I never knew this. And it's not for the tourists either. The tourists kind of benefit by being able to get there and get back quickly. And the metro was a bit of a godsend. But the underground is so complicated in like where you're going to come out. And it wasn't the easiest place to navigate Paris either. You'd think like everything's quite tightly compact, but at the same time everything's really spread out because there's just so many buildings. Kind of crazy. that is much better at the end of the day. So yeah, and then in the next part, I think I'm going to talk about my favourite theme park in France, which some of you may have heard me bleat on about it non-stop. Yeah. Well, I guess it's just now time to finish that. You're getting me just after work as well, which you get there on Tuesdays, but you don't get so you get like the broadcaster me. The one that's responding to chat. There we are. Okay, yeah. I wasn't going to do a meme chug with that one. I need to actually... I will try and come up with like the most parody one possible on the last set. I'll have to pick the one the beer carefully. Just what if I pick a non-alcoholic one? No, that's not beer. We can't do that. That isn't beer. Don't let people tell you that. This 10 out of 10. I can't say otherwise. 10 out of 10. Well, actually, no, I can. Wait, hang on. Wait, it's actually 6 out of 10, unfortunately. So, this could be better. But 10 out of 10 in that, it's on par with Guinness. See you tomorrow.